Who's going first?
Last one in, first one out, right?
That's what she said.
First come, first serve, isn't it?
How have you found the mesh trading course? And is there anything that you think that you've learned from it? Anything that you want to take away? Anything that you'd like to recommend?
I'll go in English this time. Yeah, so before the course, knowledge-wise, I had an interest in trading. I made a lucky trade on the back of Luna. Bought it 2 pence, sold it 50. Obviously, it was a glitch on it was a glitch with the broker, but it was the feeling. It was the feeling of turning money into more money. You know what I mean? So I was hooked ever since then. And then obviously we seen MM and Aaron on one call going over Bitcoin charts and how we sold. And obviously he didn't hold through the crash, and it was just an eye opener. Like, but I was a little bit hesitant to take the course at first because I thought I'd be able to. I'm quite self-sufficient, so I thought I'd be able to find all the the correct information online, and I'd be able to go about it myself. But how wrong I was, mate. It's just jumping on that course, and obviously you guys know what we don't know. Do you know what I mean? So it's like it was the structure to it. It was everything was structured like perfectly. It was building a strong foundation as you go, and then everything. We weren't given things that was overwhelming us until we were ready for it, sort of thing. My expectations, to be honest, I had a goal coming into it to be able to conduct technical analysis. Obviously, what goes back to being self-sufficient. I don't want to wait for someone to tell me when I should sell me crypto. So it was always about learning technical analysis and becoming self-sufficient. And then obviously, like listening to MM and Aaron, and obviously the way they trade, and it opened my eyes to the fact that it's realistic. It can be real. You watch a lot of these millionaires and these millionaire Lambo traders on Instagram, and it just looks like a scam, and it usually is. But like you say, we're just seeing how you guys operate and the stuff that you've taught us. It just makes it so much more realistic, and it puts it within reach for us. Especially, that's the way I feel about it myself. Like I won't stop now because I know it's realistic and it's within reach. Did it meet my expectations? Yeah, and some. It went beyond that because, like I say, I went in there to learn technical analysis, and I came out. I feel like a trader now, and all aspects of trading, fundamentals, technical analysis, risk management, psychology. It's just the course has it all. What impact it's had on my life, and it's had a massive impact. Like I say, I'm highly driven towards becoming a full-time trader, and I just don't think I'd have got there without the course and trying to find the material myself. And it's a lot of it's to do with indicators, and Adam made the point of, like, if you go online and you're looking for free information, a lot of the information is course based, so you can't find structured information online. It is a nightmare, but it's had a massive impact on my life and that side of things. I know what I want to do now. I want to be a full-time trader, and I'm gonna grab it with both hands. I'm not gonna let go. But I think if you want financial freedom, this is the way to get it, mate. I'd highly recommend the course to anyone, mate.
So I'd definitely say from the beginning I didn't know much about trading. After joining the course, within, I'd say, about 10 weeks, I had a better understanding of the market and how it worked. And since then, I've just been putting a lot of practice in on demo accounts, been quite profitable. So I'm nearly ready for the next stage now, and hopefully take the FTMO challenge. But I'd say I've learned quite a lot about myself, about the market, also technical analysis. But yeah, I'd highly recommend the course to anyone that was interested in trading. Yeah.
Sick. Thank you. Next up.
I'll go.
I'll go on then.
So going into this course, I was completely green. I didn't have any experience of trading or the markets or anything. I've only ever seen the candlestick charts and not really known what was going on with them. So I was very, very green when I came into it. I didn't really know what to expect. I expected a lot less, actually. I thought it was going to be just a very basic, high level sort of tutorial on how to trade without actually understanding the knowledge. But actually, after doing the course, it exceeded all my expectations. I feel like the skills I've learned will take me through quite well in life, in terms of how to manage risk, how to do technical analysis, how to understand monetary policy and how that affects the markets. And yeah, overall, I'll give it a 10 out of 10 for me. I think it was really good. The teachers were fantastic. Aaron and MM were very good. It was lighthearted when it needed to be and serious when it wasn't.
Hi guys. Yes. So okay, I had a bit of an understanding before about the market and how the trading works. I'm in crypto as well, so I do know. But then, and when it comes to the course, I just came with an open mind because I've done a few courses before as well. I believe 2 courses before. But then, when I did this one was an eye opener, because whatever I learned before was, yeah, I know how to use TradingView and everything. But then this one, the technical analysis, the fundamentals, the supply demand. And earlier, I will talk more about the crypto, how it affected me and how I started buying and selling in a different way. Was earlier I was just buying and selling, looking at probably whatever little bit I knew, and plus the YouTubers and some groups I was in. But then now I stopped taking those trades after taking the course, because sometimes somebody is telling me to buy, whereas I should be selling at that time, or I shouldn't be taking any trade actually. So that is very important. Taking no trade is also a good sign. That's what I've learned as well. That is also it's important. Again, with the course, as I said, I came with an open mind, but then this was way more than I expected when it comes to the technicals, fundamentals. It was very thorough. Yeah. And again, practice is the key. In between I got a bit off and I didn't. So I was falling again. The recordings helped, because something you miss or you got too busy while practicing while you're doing the course. So you go back and then you see what you missed and you take it from there. Again, it was fun with Liam, Kingsley, and of course, not to mention MM and Aaron. So yeah, it was 10 out of 10.
I didn't know anything about the charts. I didn't know anything about the graphs, nothing at all. All I knew is that it's red and green buttons. If it's green, trade. If it's not, simply back out. But then after having classes with MM, it's been very clear for me to read the graphs. How important is it to see the historical data on the graph charts? So it's a great course, and all you have to do is simply listen to him, simply follow his notes, and you'll be a great trader. And I'm trading right now as well. I always look at the stocks, like charts and everything.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it just back that up, but it's just where I kind of came in and I was like, I think when I got introduced to the group, I was just DCA into things, and I was loving all the Luna stuff and DeFi and like being able to farm. Got fucking wrecked. So I've always wanted to learn about trading, but trying to understand the emotion side of things. And one thing, the biggest takeaways is whatever strategy that we come up with and where your entry points are on which timeline, just to stick with that and basically have your stop losses and take profits. And basically I can literally set the whole trade up and walk away. And that was one of the biggest things that I took from both you guys, and which was a big thing for me, because normally I would set the trade up, I'll be like looking on my phone or my computer, just watching the chart go back and forth. But once I kind of set, learning from you guys and being able to set those targets, it made things really, really simple. Where even a few days ago, I had like a Bitcoin short, which I had completely forgotten about on one of my Bybit accounts that opened up. I was in huge profit. I was like, oh great. And it was just basically because this is the framework I set up, kind of set it, forget it, and it was just riding through the plan. So it just really helped me out with setting plans and kind of getting less emotional with it. more strategic with the kind of the systems and the plans that you guys taught us. And then being able to just simplify it with the charts. Like I think I was like Mr. Indicator with like, oh, I'm doing this and this, and like, and where it's just like, look, like here's your chart, here's the candle, this is what we see from the candle, here are your trend lines, go. Cool. You can make a good decision off that. So a lot of it is just kind of reducing the noise for the most part, and just being able to create a scenario and how you want this to play out, good or bad, minimizing the risk where you can actually maximize your profits a lot. Because the goal for me is to, you know, one day be full DGen like Mr. Aaron over there, who does times 50x for a bit of fun. So that'd be the goal. But yeah, so that's at least everything for me. I think it's a great course, and I think where anyone should be able to do it and should do it, because it just kind of like simplifies all the stuff that's out there to some very key points where anyone could take away and be very successful from it.
Buy the course. There's the testimony.
Buy the course.
2 words.